I grew up in a neighborhood called St. Jamestown. It's government housing in the Regent Park area. We were on welfare, so there were certain things that we just didn't have. I was very close with my friends, and I seemed like that very happy child when I was on the street, but I was very sad at home. I grew up in a very abusive household. We were always getting beat, and I don't mean just spanking, I mean beatings like ropes and sticks and slaps and head bashing through the walls, and it's so dark. It's not a place that anyone should live in. It's very dark. My very first real boyfriend, who I ended up having a child with, he started abusing me just weeks after we met. And it was okay because it was something my father did. And I thought, wow, I literally went and found someone who was just like my father. And it all goes back to childhood. And this is why I'm so passionate about what I do now, because it's seeing that in a young girl and being able to help her, because I didn't have that. When I finally was able to get away from my son's father, who was very abusive, I was happy with myself, and I had met another guy. There had been adultery involved, and the moment that happened, I knew that I had to leave. I didn't know where I was gonna go. I didn't have the money to get my own place, and I didn't have any savings. I was at a place where I knew that I had to go to a shelter. Yes, it was a very, very sad, empty place and time in my life, but being surrounded by all those stories and all those women, I told myself that I was going to do something positive with that experience. Just before I went into the shelter, I kind of had that vision of doing a business. And then it wasn't until I discovered the program funded by Canadian Women's Foundation that I realized this is something I can do. I did not expect to have professionals who had been running successful companies to come out and mentor and teach and facilitate workshops. The growth that it's brought to my life is unbelievable. The Diva and You Group, my company, it's a self-development and counseling organization for women and youth at risk. I facilitate a lot of workshops, empowering, inspiring workshops. I believe that all young women are at risk. I think it's our responsibility to empower these young girls. Knowing that I overcame and that I came out of that darkness, I honestly don't believe that I came through that to do nothing.
I don't know, when I think of that little girl, I mean, I think of her walking out and being so happy to walk out of the building. Once she walked out of the building, because I knew I was gonna play and hang out and cause trouble, but thinking of that little girl is, it's like, wow. Yeah.
Do you think she would have surprised to see herself the way you?
Oh, yeah. She'd be very surprised to see me today.
It's just so empowering to know that I went from victim to survivor to mentor. I think I'm just touching the surface. I came through, I survived, and there's just so much that I've got to do. I just got to do it.